Right. You know what? It actually feels good to be back, boys.
Mate, I tell
Feels good to come back with the 2
Welcome
points.
back,
I almost
bro.
said 3 points. You know what I mean? Because I've been soccer season, so I'm transitioning. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's another episode of League Lads. It's the first one of the regulars. Oh, second one, actually. You just knocked one out last week, which was pretty good. I watched that. Mitch and TK.
And Flax.
And Flax.
Come on, man.
One sec, I was getting to it, bro. Speaking about Mitch, TK, and Flax, we're going to do the roll call, right? Because last week the boys did a roll call on us. So, Flaxy, roll call.
Present.
Joe, Statman Joe.
Present.
Channel 7 Joe, Corporate Joe. Is it Channel 7 or Channel 10?
Media Joe.
Media Joe.
Media Joe, Corporate Joe, everything you know. Fred.
Hold on.
Uh,
Corporate Fred.
Corporate. Oh, okay.
Hollywood Freddy?
Hollywood Freddie. Listen, Freddie is not here. Freddie's in Vegas. I'm pretty sure you've seen everything. He's got no voice anymore. So I don't know when he gets back to Australia how it's going to be, like what he's going to be like. I don't know. And man, I'm very proud of him. Let's be genuine. Let's be real right now, because I watched Fred from probably like 20, 30 viewers on his stream on Twitch and Kick, and now he's on Telstra ads. And us as a team, like all of us in this group chat on this phone, and everyone that's part of RUGBA's Couch and League Lads, obviously, we all know who Fred is, bro, and we know how successful that man's gonna be, and we actually rally him with everything we have, everything we can do to help him. We're always behind him. Whatever he needs, we're always there for him. So very proud of you, Fred, the hectic Fred, corporate Fred, Hollywood Fred.
All the Freds.
I just want to like sort of preface it, because I don't think we actually have the sort of weight of what he did over the past week on social medias. He's worked with KO, he's worked with Telstra, he's gone on the field, everything. He's done behind the scenes interviews. This man has built his way up, and he's got to be so proud of himself. We're definitely all proud of him, and
I'm excited to see where he goes, because I've been telling him this for so long. Fred's such a good guy that he doesn't rush things. And sometimes from a business point of view, you'd like to rush things because you'd want to just get over it. You want to get there. But he's always kept his temperament. He's always been so calm. He's always waited for his moment. And, bro, everything I'm seeing now doesn't surprise me. It's not a shock to me. Like, when he called us and he said, when he sent the Telstra screenshot,
right,
2 months ago, whatever it was, I'm like, oh, yeah. About time.
I was like, bro,
we get it, bro. We know who he is. So, and I'm pretty sure the whole world does as well. So I'm very proud of you, Fred. Anything to say, Joe?
Honestly, I'm just so proud of him. Especially for someone like me who... I used to be a fan of his. Just generally used to just watch his content. And when I saw him at games, I used to be like a fan interacting with someone I watch.
Yeah.
But now I'm
it's cool, which is pretty cool.
But now he's my mate. I can text him. He knows me by name. That's still that's crazy. About a year ago now I joined you boys.
Probably a year, yeah. It's probably been about a year.
And so much has happened. So I'm grateful for that. I'm just so proud of Freddie and all the hard work he's doing. He always says it. It's always on God's time. And he's been proven right.
100%, bro. And we're reaping all the rewards. Like when he wins, bro, and I'm pretty sure we all win, Yeah. We see our mate winning. It makes me very happy. And yeah, bro. So shout out to Freddie. TK has something on today. He messaged me a bit, not sort of last minute, but in the morning, and I was like, all right, sweet. And I'm here. I'm fasting. It's 6:11. I've been at work since 8:30 in the morning. My mouth is so dry. So please, if you see a bit of low energy from me, don't take it to heart. Don't take it personal, right? I'm just trying my best to get over the line, right? I can eat in an hour and 20 minutes.
He's also trying to get the rust off podcasting. I don't know when the last time you spoke about a microphone.
But they haven't spoken league in a long time. Bro, when you asked me about my top 8, I was like, what is my top 8, bro? I didn't know what to say. I was like, Penrith, Melbourne. I was like, Pappenhausen retired. Bro, I was so lost, bro. Wallah. Anyway, but it's good to be back, boys. I actually enjoyed the footy. I actually enjoyed the Vegas fixtures. We'll talk about both of them in details, but shout out to the NRL first and foremost for bringing out the 4 great teams with 4 great fan bases. I think they broke the record. Was it 45,000?
It was 45,000. I'm not sure about the record, but it
was. That's the only reason why I say
that it was and then you even see how they even handled game day stuff. You had that march
that
to
was
the
so
stadium.
cool, eh?
You had all different fan bases from English, from the Super League. You had all the NRL teams. Obviously, the Dogs fans were the biggest of the bunch.
Yeah,
but regardless, it was still just a great collaboration of all these different teams marching together to go watch the game they all love.
Right, and hopefully the Americans are seeing this, starting to see it, and understand hey, these blokes are coming to our place, bro, and putting on a show like this. We got to get involved somehow. Very exciting times. I heard they were going to the Middle East. Obviously, now there's a lot of dramas happening in the Middle East. But, bro, imagine that. Like, I would be the first one to do content
Oh,
creation.
mate, I tell you, like,
Flaxy would be like, yeah, cut the check. I'm there, bro.
I'm like, where do I get my honorary pass?
Salam alaikum.
Mabruk.
Yeah, he was telling us he started eating dates and that before. He's on his way. He's on his way. Nah, which, I don't know, man. I think the game, expanding the game is not going to be easy. But it's going to be exciting to see where they go. I think going to the Middle East is a no-brainer. Other than the heat, those countries have money, and those countries have a lot of... No, trust me, they're actual people. They love to like be involved in sports. Like, bro, Qatar is such a sports country. Like, I've never been to a country and they've hosted an event that great in my life. So, imagine they take on rugby league, bro, and their people love it, and it just grows. I think it'll be great for the game, man. But boys, Vegas was a success. It's good to have Matty Johns on the commentary. I noticed it.
That was
a bit of changes.
Yeah.
Anything you want to bring up before we get into the games?
Well, I think it was more so, as I said earlier, just how the NRL did promote, not only the promotion of it, but how they got the game day experience. They did a lot better. And I think cutting it down to 3 games, it created more engagement.
Yeah, there wasn't like 10, it wasn't like 5 games, right?
It was 4 games last year.
Last year was 4 games, and it was.
Right, and you could tell by the last game, everyone was like, except for actually, everyone was just drowned out.
Why are you catching strays?
No, because Panthers were the last game.
Oh,
So.
okay.
I'll give him a compliment. They would have been the only one with energy still.
Bro, but still, like, by the time your team's up there, you're like, oh, come on, bro.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. So, from like my point of view, obviously, like, so much FOMO not being there this year. Like,
Really?
I tell you, bro. Like, and Fred will tell you when he gets back. Like, it's magic round on steroids. I said this last year. He'll say this next week when he's back on. But it's just a party. It's a week-long party, and then you get to play, like, you start.
Then you get to watch your team.
You get to watch your team win, or you get to watch your sport come back to life. And I think what the NRL has nailed on the head at this point is they've got the structure down. 3 games, how they run their week-long party, how they run the events throughout the week. As you saw, the sort of march to the stadium now. That's more of a Dogs thing, but like even then, they've got
maybe
that.
that's to implement it with everyone. I think
Exactly. That wasn't a thing last year, you know. People just walked into the stadium. I think they've got the structure down. Now they can grow it. They've obviously trialed it. Year 1's always going to be a trial and
100%.
error. Year 2, they tried to add an extra element to it. Didn't really work out. This year, 3 games. I still think 3 games might be a bit too long. But overall, I think the structure as well. Because I noticed the fans...
It's 6-7 hours, bro.
But it's 8 hours of
8
footy.
hours, yeah.
And you look at the crowd numbers. Like, yeah, there was 45,000 at its peak. But at the Dogs-Dragons game, it was kind of a lot lower.
Reckon?
Yeah, it was a lot lower than the second game and the Super League game. So overall, I think it was a success. But yeah,
Yeah, 8 hours is a drag. So
I think it's gonna just get stronger and stronger every year now. I think they've nailed it on the head.
And you say 8 hours, but then you also think of like how other venues back here in Sydney and all around Australia were able to also work that long day to advantage. Places like Canterbury Leagues or other league clubs, they were hosting Vegas-like events where fans who couldn't afford to go to Vegas or chose not to go, they can go to somewhere like their local leagues
get
club.
a bit of the experience.
Still get somewhat of an experience. Like I went to the one in Canterbury Leagues last year. I didn't go to the one this year, but it still was a good experience. They give you like it gives you like a Vegas-esque experience. Obviously, nowhere near close to what Vegas would actually look like, but it still gets you somewhat immersed in it. And even all the videos I saw, Canterbury Leagues was just looked like a finals game in there.
Yeah.
Like
They look very excited, man. And you know what? I think Fred's gonna come back, and I think that's gonna be the trip of his life.
Yeah.
he even said
Like,
it.
I don't think like me. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really interested in going to America. Like, it doesn't interest me. When I was younger, maybe because I was into rap music and shit. But right now, honestly, like even the NBA, like doesn't interest me. I don't know why. It just doesn't. But Fred, when I was watching his snaps, he was in his element, cuz. Like he was with like the Transformers. I was like, bro, Fred is such in his element right now.
the Mario Kart land.
Yes, bro, he's like loving life, and it made me so happy, bro.
You got
He's
this-
gonna come back and he's gonna look at this place very, very differently, bro.
Yeah, he'll come back and be like, all right, next year.
Yeah,
Next
boys.
year.
We're
Wait,
gonna
how
go
do
there.
I get back there? Because I tell you, like, he loves Magic Round. One thing that we can all agree is, like, Magic Round's just, like,
Mad.
it's popping off.
I'm yet to experience that, but hopefully this.
As I
Hopefully.
said, it's on steroids in Vegas. And, you know, if you haven't actually got to experience it, 1 year. And look, they're planning global round. I think we can go on sort of a spiel about that later on. But like, if it ends up, imagine a week-long party in the Middle East, and then and then the Dogs play. Like that would be your element.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be smoking shisha, hanging out. I mean, I'll have the abe on and everything, cause I'll be there. Hey, everyone will have it on, cause nah, which is good, man. I think good stuff from the NRL. Let's move on to the games because I was very, very happy with what I seen from the new boys in town. And when I say the new boys in town, I'm talking about was it 1, 2, all the 3 of them, but new coach. New colours, Kalen Ponga, Fletcher Sharp. Is it Fletcher Sharp? Because there's so many that have mullets and I get confused. Fletcher Sharp, Dill Bags, like those boys looked great yesterday, bro.
That first 20 minutes from the Newcastle Knights, it changed my whole perspective on them. I was almost going there top.
The Brickers the Brickers were bricked up.
Oh, 100%. You know,
we love that shit.
Nilso, bro.
He ain't running this year.
He ain't running not at all. You know, and that first 20 minutes, like Fletcher Sharp, I was like, this is going to be a breakout year. If he plays like this for 80 minutes every game.
He's very talented.
He's very talented man. And I feel like one thing if you have a good team, you need a good halves pairing. Fletcher Sharp with Dillbags, that seemed to work. It just seemed to work. And then with the Kalen Ponga at the back, $1 million man.
But Ponga's we all forget how good Ponga is because of his injuries and stuff. But
and then
when he's on, cuz.
And then after the first 20 minutes, Fletcher Sharp went down, thank God, with
nothing major, yeah?
Nothing major.
PCL, it could be like 2-3 weeks. What do they say?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks. But, it's nothing too serious. And, that we saw sort of the cracks leak through with Cowboys. But I got to say, the Cowboys looked... I have them as my wooden spoon, and there's a reason why.
There was one shining light in that Cowboys outfit for me personally, and yes, it's a bit of super coach bias, but Highland Lukey,
he's a gunner.
I predicted that they would give him the short ball, and he would just run a great line. He scored their first try, and he knocked them 95.
I will say though, that first try was due to coach and trainer error, not getting Sharp off the field,
which was smart play. You have a player who's looks like he could barely walk, get out back row, just run at him, and look what happened. He couldn't even make the tackle, strolled over the score.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on the game?
But I think I was watching Ponga. I didn't watch it from minute to 80, but when I had it on, Ponga was running amok, line break, just running through people. The crowd was going crazy, bro. That's the type of shit. Those are the players you want in Vegas, and those are the players that we want to watch. It's the reason why when Reece Walsh drinks drinks toilet water. No one takes offense to it. No one says, "Oh, what the fuck? That's disgusting." We're like, "Yeah,
good on you, man.
Good on you, gun." You know what I mean? It's actually like superstars, bro. Superstars doing what they do, and for a long time, bro, I've thought, but we know Ponga. He's $1 million man. He was probably he's been earning big bucks for ages now. We just want to see him play good, bro,
and consistently.
And hopefully now with Dylan Brown and Fletcher Sharp. Hopefully, how long's Fletcher Sharp out for?
2-3 weeks.
That's fine. He'll be back.
I think I don't know if scans have come out yet, but as it stands right now, it's a minimal
2 weeks, 2-3.
Right, he might miss 1 game or 2 because they don't play. They have a whole week off now because of Vegas.
Yeah.
So you'd imagine by round 3 or 4, he should be back playing.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right, man. I think he comes back, slides back into that team straight away.
Do you think it's a breakout year for him?
Yeah, I think Dylan Brown. I remember Dylan Brown in his first year saying I want $1 million a year, and I was like, come on, can't And then now he's getting it. Well, he's even got an even more inflation, but. Bro, if he can settle with Ponga, if he can control one side of the game, Fletcher can control the other side of the game. And I think Dylan Brown has more of a mature role this year as the 7. But who really has, traditional halfbacks these? It's very rare. Everyone's floating around. Everyone's doing everything they want to do. I think it's going to be a breakout year for even Dylan Brown, bro. Because if he locks in, no injuries, no
silly stuff
no silly stuff, nothing stupid. Him, Ponga, Fletcher Sharp, stay fit. Come on, cuz. That's it. And... one thing to add is the Newcastle fans, bro. When they're on, when they have something to celebrate, but if they get nothing to celebrate, they're celebrating. If they get something to celebrate, it's very, very dangerous for a lot of teams in NRL.
Look at last year; they were barely winning games, could not score points.
Full house,
mate. McDonald Jones, it was a full house. They consistently were showing up for this team. That's passion. That's loyalty. That's something I think a lot of teams can commend them for because not many teams have a core group of like loyal.
But
fans.
that's what they love, those fans, man. Like hardworking people, they just want to watch some footy no matter what the result is, bro. Cowboys boys, Reid Marnie's first game as a Cowboy, or I think he's played a few now, but
No,
his first.
He had played one trial, and this is like
One
his,
trial, yeah.
his like NRL Cowboys.
His NRL debut for the Cowboys. We'll start with Reid Marnie. It felt very weird seeing him in different colours, like Fred told him.
And the black headgear instead of the white headgear.
It was so weird because I was like, what am I watching, lad? Bro. And he did get into...
You got in a little bit of a scuffle.
with, was it Ponga?
Nah, I think it was like Saifidi or something, or even Tyson Frizzell. He picked on one of the bigger boys.
I think it was Ponga, bro. I think it was Ponga. He was giving it to him, and Ponga's like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, that's Reedy, bro. That's the Reed we know. The Cowboys, you said they're flat. Todd Payton. He's in trouble from day one, bro. My opinion, before this game, before the season started, I was telling the boys, I think Todd Payton will be the first one to go.
Well, we were talking about this last year. he was one of the coaches we thought, no, he's got to be gone now, and he's still around. I don't know. The Cowboys maybe trust him.
Maybe they're waiting for him to turn it around. Maybe they need a bit of time. I don't know what it is, but Joe, what do you reckon of Todd Payton?
All right, the thing is, I think, yes, out of him and like maybe Anthony Seabold, they're probably the two most under the pressure coaches going into this season. And as you said, day one, it seems like the pressure's already started.
Yeah, the media is gonna be onto him from round one, bro.
Yeah. And then,
rightly so as well.
Especially considering you look at that team, they've got Origin players littered throughout that squad. Murray Taulagi,
Dearden, bro.
Like exactly.
Scotty Drinkwater. To Purdue, Purdue's good as well, bro. He's not a shit player. They got some talent.
And then you
there.
got Harlan Lukey, who's like, if he stays fit and doesn't get injured, Origin's is inbound for him.
Taumalolo.
Nanai, Cotter.
Nanai.
You've got players who represent Australia, Queensland. Like you've got a team that is a strong unit. But the issue is, if their attack doesn't click, then it's all hope's lost because they can't defend. Their big reliance is we won't be able to defend, but we can outscore you. But if they're failing to score the points that they need to score because their attack's not clicking like it should.
Prime Liverpool, really. We're sort of thinking about, yalla, just go, boys. Go for the game.
Tell me, what do you think is missing there? Because, at the end of the day, as you said, you have littered amounts of Origin players scattered throughout that team. You have a bunch of, good young talent coming up the ranks. It can't all just be coaching.
I think they're too soft, bro. Straight out. I think they're too soft. I think they get aggressive for the first 10 minutes. They go up for it. They give you that Queensland spirit. And then it just dies down.
That's the thing. If they start off with the momentum, they can pretty much take on a team.
Yeah, but they'll still concede. They still concede 20
points. But they'll still, because they're an attacking team. They don't have any defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they need a bit of grit. They need to defend, of course, because you can't just be leading or playing catch up and you can't defend, because you might be one try the difference with them. And you concede two, and it's just fucking... Who's going to have any hope or confidence to go on and push? You know what I mean? It's very, very hard, bro.
Yeah. I think what they really need to do, they need to clone about 30 Tom Deardens. Just put 17 of them on the field.
I mean, even him, it's hard for him to do everything, bro.
I mean, he's one guy, but he works so hard.
Yeah, he's a machine, bro.
You take him out of that squad, and honestly, Payton would have been sacked by now.
Yeah,
that's how much he saves this team. He's the only good defensive player.
I think 5-6 rounds in Payton. If they don't improve, obviously. If they improve, a different story. Everyone forgets when you win. But I reckon 5 to 8 rounds,
the
bro.
The thing is, they should be winning these next upcoming fixtures because they're consistent. Simple. It's because they're in Townsville majority of the opening
I know, but that doesn't really matter. So, you got to defend, bro.
But for them, playing in Townsville is one of their better weapons because they're adjusted to the heat.
They know how it is, yeah.
Right.
And they don't actually have a good draw, if I got to be honest. They got the Tigers at Leichhardt, and everyone knows Tigers at Leichhardt.
Cowboys Tigers is always a fixture.
Yeah, that's
and
always
Leichhardt
a fixture.
Always.
Well, one year they got flogged, and then the next year they flogged them. Same year,
2023.
Yeah,
it was 6-6-18.
Wasn't that when Dewey kicked the goal and there was the controversy?
No, that was a few years before that. But no, 2023 it was 6-6-18, and then 74-0. Cowboys. It was bad.
But in the first 8 rounds, they have the Storm, they have the Sharks, they have the Broncos. They have some easy fixtures in between, but
nothing's easy, bro. From round one, you don't know who's going to be good, who's going to be shit, to be honest. If you're going off last year's teams, all right, but everyone looks different this year, bro. Even the Titans are looking good. I don't know, maybe the hype, but
I don't think they're a top 8 team, but I don't think they're a bottom 4 team.
No,
they're an improving team.
Exactly.
It's not going to be an immediate bottom to top. It's going to be a slow progressional improvement for them. But
I think that's better for them too, bro, because they
The
want
fact
to
that
build
they
something.
signed Tino though too. Is I think that's
Something's
just
promising.
Yeah, well, actually, they managed to retain everyone. They didn't lose that many players. Like
They added as well. They added some good players.
they got some they kind of did what we did a few years back, and they got some utility,
Hardworking,
hardworking utility players who
Curtis
come from
Moran.
good systems. Yeah,
I miss him already, bro. It would have been so fun in that game yesterday. Boys, we've spoke about the Cowboys and the Knights. Anything else to add to it?
I just think you got to. Everyone's getting hyped up on the Knights. But you got to remember, this time last year, Knights had won, I think, maybe their first 2 games. They were looking good. We were thinking maybe they're a bit of a dark horse and maybe push for the 8th this year.
I never believed it.
And then they plummeted.
Newcastle, I never believed it, to be honest. But now you've added talent, bro. You've added freaks to this team.
The thing is they got a decent halves pairing, and if they can click all season, that's when they'll show in the big games.
Only if Dylan Brown can keep
Exactly.
And I
keep
think,
it mature.
and
You
that's
get
the
me?
thing. If Dylan Brown can stay sort of in these right headspace, and he can get the whole team around him, he'll I don't think they're a top 8 team by any means, but they're definitely not a wooden spooner team, and they're definitely a better team than they were last year, and that's all you can hope for the build on year on year.
I never had them for the spoon this year, but I think there is going to be improvement, but I just think there's going to be some games where they're just not going to be able to keep up the intensity that they kept up. But I think I'm playing we haven't really spoken about yet. Trey Mooney, honestly, he had a really good, good starting game. Obviously, he came over from the Raiders, he couldn't just crack the forward pack because, it's one of the best forward packs. It's one of the best forward pack in the comp.
In Canberra, yeah.
Yeah. So then coming to Newcastle, he's now becoming sort of the new young leader of the pack, and he actually did very well.
He scored a try as well, didn't he?
He scored a great try. Scored 94 SuperCoach points, which was pretty cool.
Joe's onto that, eh?
So yeah, Trey Mooney, honestly, I think if he keeps it up as well, he'll be also a bit of a smoky for maybe one of the top 10 signers of the year if he keeps up the form.
Right, yeah. Bulldogs, Dragons, the controversial one. The
Dragons
one
robbed, bro. I tell you, absolutely robbed.
Robbed, man.
And Nathan Cleary gets judicial hearing where he has to get his dad off, and Stephen Crichton doesn't even get a look at. So
Let's get into it, boys, because I'm wearing a Bulldogs jersey, and you know what I told the group chat yesterday? I said I'm sick of being a good fan to the game. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being nice. I'm sick of being, humble. I'm sick of it.
No, you're a nice guy.
No, one sec. I'm sick of... No, I'm talking about rugby league. I always try and be a nice guy, right? But I'm sick of saying, no, bro, you did so well. Credit to your team. You defended so well, F that shit, bro. I'm fasting. I don't want to swear, but put that shit in the bin. I don't know if I've made the decision yet. It's still in the process, but I want to be a piece of shit fan this year. Right? Yeah, I want to be unbearable. I want to be one of those C-word fans, bro.
So you want to be one of the fans that Mitch constantly talks about?
Yes,
Is
I want to be Mitch's. I want to be what Mitch sees me as.
Mitch's kryptonite. That's what
yeah.
you
I want to be that. That's what I want to be. This is the year, bro. I think.
Why is that? Give me. Why do you want to be that?
I just feel like when they say good people attract good people. 1, 2, 3. I've been attracting rubbish lately. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about fans, right? Fans wise, I've been attracting people that have no clue what they're talking about in rugby league, or I've been attracting people that I look at, and this is obviously to Mitch as well. You know what I mean? No, not that one. That one wasn't to Mitch. This is to Mitch. I put Mitch on a high. When it comes to rugby league knowledge, I'm like, Mitch, my guy, you know what I mean? But after yesterday, I was like, okay, now it's enough, right? I need to know which Bulldogs fan broke his heart, right? And I need to know which Bulldogs fan upset him.
I definitely think there's
someone.
high school sweetheart,
Yes.
Bulldogs fan.
Yes.
And they hate... He doesn't have this for any other team.
Something.
He doesn't have it for any other team.
And
And
I
you know
think-
what? Maybe he loves Gus Gould, and the Gus Gould going to... He's gonna
Maybe
hate
Gus
me for saying
Gould is
that.
his uncle. Maybe there's a family relationship.
Who knows? But the way this man talks about the Dogs, you would think
Honestly,
someone's Dogs fan robbed him.
Had me believing Kiraz is bloody in a moon boot. I know Kiraz eating durries and he's not fit, but because in a moon boot's crazy, Mitch. Anyway, boys, I'm joking about being a piece of shit fan. That'll never be me. But I'm gonna take less shit this year, right? I was used to, sometimes I was humble, but no more humble shit. Let's get real. Let's be honest. I'm gonna give you
first.
Huh?
You rip in and I'll rip
I'm gonna give you my honest take on the game. Round 1, Bulldogs Dragons, always a big fixture. I don't care who's in form. I don't care who's got the better squad. You never know the result, right? And I remember years back, Dragons were much better than us, and I think we put 40-0 on them. And we had Remy Smith.
Oh, no, I remember. That was 2021. I think.
Avrila scored a hat trick.
Yeah.
We had no... But
that was one of our 3 wins that whole year.
Yeah, we were shocking. So it comes down to rivalry and grit and whatever it is. Did I think the Dragons played well? I think they defended well. I think when you play rugby league, you need to defend and you need to score, right? You need the possession of the ball to do things, right, Flaxy? Am I speaking like...
You're speaking normally,
okay.
yeah.
It's all coherent.
Just I can be real. Now, was there cause to the Bulldogs that were favourable to the Bulldogs? Yeah, bro. But it happens in every game. And I used to complain about it a lot. But as I mature, I understand that you can't have every single lolly in the fucking shopping, right? You can't have everything you want, brother. You know, you just got to take what you get in rugby league as well. Forward passes. Boys, I've been yelling at this for 5, 6 plus years, or how many years we've had this podcast. Forward passes are always going to be an issue unless they get technology involved. If they don't get technology involved, no one's going to win. No one can argue. I will never forget playing Souths and Latrell Mitchell and Cody Walker through 3 forward passes in a row on the same side, the same play.
That was, I think, Good Friday.
Good Friday, yes.
I'll tell you
at that game. I was so
And
mad.
then when I bring it up, bro, relax. Just the South African fan.
Anytime we call out the refs, we're whingers, we're victims.
Look.
But when other teams do it, oh, they're in the right. They have the right to say it.
It's crazy, bro.
Just on forward passes, just slightly. My biggest sort of look at it, seeing it daylight robbery, was the Warriors versus the Broncos, where Reece Walsh became a Denver Bronco.
Okay.
for the game.
Yeah.
But
LeBron James.
should they bring technology in? There was always talk about it.
They should, bro. They've been working on it for ages. I don't know why they haven't pulled the plug yet. They have the money. I don't know what they need. Look at cricket. Look at VAR. Everyone has this technology now. I'm watching soccer. I don't even need to look at the lines anymore. The guy just brings it up on the screen and shows me with a body-to-body action. Like, I understand it's hard because it's a ball, but let's we have AI.
And you got to look at other circumstances. If you go frame by frame,
Jim Carrey got cloned, so like, you know, come on, boys. I mean, we got to do things.
Like, you got to look at. I think in majority of this game, there were so many like circumstances that people weren't understanding that made them blow out of proportion. Like the forward pass one, they all claim. If you look at the photo,
even the second one he did, I don't believe it was forward.
but in the screenshot,
Like, it's 50-50. Like, if they gave it and they did all right, if it didn't, I'll be like, okay.
like
It's always been an issue in the rugby
Yeah,
league, though.
exactly.
Like at the end of the day, forward passes go both ways. You see it every game. I just think, was it a poor reffing performance? I think it could have been better.
100%.
We've definitely seen better, but we've definitely seen worse.
100%.
Exactly.
And I think
people saying this is the worst officiated game ever. But please, I might not have it off the dome of my head, but I can go back. I'm sure I'll find a game that was 10 times worse than
But
this.
Joe, like, okay. You know, when you're ill-disciplined as a team, you're going to get penalised, bro. Right? You remember State of Origin? I know it was shambolic, that game 1.
I remember
but-
your little
I was
your
going
videos
crazy.
afterwards.
I was angry, yeah?
Yeah.
But you know what people told me? I'll tell you what people told me, cuz. You were ill-disciplined. Zach Lomax threw the ball. Anyway, I'm just talking. I can't remember exactly what happened, but ill-discipline in rugby league, you're going to get penalised, right? Now, I don't know who it was pinching Max King or Preston's eye when he's getting tackled.
It was like Lua,
when you have ball possession, you got the ball. He's on a bit of a run. Why are you poking the guy's eye? Yeah. You're going to get penalised, cuz. If you throw the ball at the guy's head or you push him, brother, you're going to get penalised. So that's a call. That's right, right? Max King running back into play.
The offside call that led them
The
to
offside
level
call
the score.
that led them to score a try. They had no
that's your
position.
No, it was the...
True or
You
not?
guys were doing it the whole game.
Who?
The whole Bulldogs. They said it on the commentary. It's like the first 30 seconds. They're like, notice how when they kick off, you guys waited, your forwards waited until the play came up to them. That was happening the whole game, and you guys finally got called out on it.
No, but we never had the ball from it because the players over there were
No,
getting...
because they never got the ball off the play until they were at the back.
Yeah, but no, as in the play moved up to where they
Yeah.
are, the lazy forwards. You know what I mean?
Who were fatigued as, bro.
Yeah, but when they did something wrong, they got penalised, cuz. And I was like, what the hell? I was tripping out.
It was weird.
I was like, all right, fair, bro. Straight out. Like, that's fair. Like, I have to eat it. All right? Another thing, Stephen Crichton, cuz, I don't know.
Okay.
One sec.
You
I'm going to go,
I wanna
okay?
on this because this is...
Listen, when you're falling, right? When you're tackling, right? Sorry, boys, I'm a bit out of it. But when you're tackling, you're not looking exactly where you're tackling, cuz. Right? You're going half body. You know where the guy's body is. You want to slice him in his ribs. You want to get a good tackle in. You want the commentators to say, oh, what a tackle, you know? All right, the guy slipped and he caught him up off his shoulder and slipped up. Even the judiciary today or whatever it was.
They didn't even get... Not even on report.
Not even on report.
Look,
nothing.
penalty, I'm all good with the penalty.
Honestly, bro.
Right? It's an accidental hit, but you
Honestly,
had to
bro, it
penalise
wasn't even a penalty to me.
You know, you had to
I disagree.
penalise that. It had to be a penalty.
I think a sin bin would have been. I think it should have been in the same sort of category that I categorized Nathan Cleary's.
Nathan Cleary was shouldered someone in the head, bro.
It was incidental.
It was whiplash.
It was forceful incidental contact. Sin bin, absolutely.
Bro, Nathan
Weeks
Cleary-
off, no.
Bro, Nathan Cleary the guy fell into Nathan's shoulder in that tackle. True or not? Maybe I'm
So
retarded.
what happened with that one?
There
He
was a
was
bit of-
juggling the ball, and so he wasn't upright when he
Yeah,
tackled him.
but-
If he had the ball upright, he would have been.
Okay.
Same thing with.
But Nathan Cleary's shoulder went straight into this guy's chin,
It
bro.
bounced.
Face on.
It was the same sort of
No,
bounce.
it wasn't. The guy
Alright.
was backwards, bro.
Okay.
You can't.
Regardless.
Anyway.
Let me rip on this for a little bit. First of all, Flex, as someone who recently played a rugby league game, how fast is the game?
Oh, I didn't.
He didn't play, bro.
I was injured.
Oh, we failed
I
already.
was going to bring a good point.
No, go on.
The point is, the
It's
game
fast.
moves incredibly fast. And in a moment like that in the game, Critter is chasing a kick. He's not going to stand there and wait for him to catch the ball and run a few minutes. He's going to try and get him in the moment and hit him down, right? And then you have a look. When Setsu, he catches the ball and drops, right? He's fallen to the ground because he knows he's going to get whacked. So he's going to try and hit the floor quickly so he can't get dragged back. Crichton, who's going to make the tackle, lowers his body to try and hit him in the body.
In the ribs, yeah.
Right? It's meant to be a rib shot to keep him on the ground. Miscalculation, or it was just shit luck, because the contact sport, shit's going to happen at that high speed. He whacks him. Was it a penalty? Yes. I can admit it's a penalty. You can't hit someone.
It's a penalty, yeah. Maybe I'm
you can't
being
hit
a
someone
bit
flush like
out
that
of
and
it.
like not have some sort of repercussion. But that's it. Penalty suffices.
In the rule book, an incidental contact to the head, regardless, is a sin bin.
But
Incidental. It wasn't.
But he
I
didn't-
will tell
oh,
you, Stephen Crichton did
Can you
not
bring it
mean-
up? Can you bring it up for me? Can I watch that hit again,
Alright,
please?
And what we're doing,
Because maybe
that-
I'm being retarded. I only watched the game once.
Let's flash back to last year's grand final. The big talking point was, Reece Walsh should have been sin binned because Xavier catches the ball and Reece Walsh hits him high. But again, it's mitigating circumstances. That's the thing I think everyone's forgotten. Mitigating circumstances means there's cause for it. Watch the replay on this. I'm telling you, it's an accidental high shot. Shouldn't be sin bin, penalty will suffice.
That's in the rule book. That's what it says. It says forceful, regardless if it's intentional or not, is a sin bin.
Okay, but it's not like...
Would you say Nathan Cleary's was on purpose?
No,
Bro.
I don't think it should have been a sin bin. I even said, mate, game's gone soft, shouldn't have gone to the sin bin. And also,
Bro,
everyone
one sec. Let me see this.
And everyone comparing
Catches the ball, turns his body.
and his body was so low, his ass hit the floor first before the rest of him did.
Yeah, he's hit his head, but cause like the guy's, the guy is here.
I'm
The guy is here.
not saying that like it's not incidental or like it's
I know.
mitigating circumstances. But in the rule book, and
I understand, but-
if we want the refs to follow the rule
I don't think
book,
they're gonna follow the
and
rules.
be
I think they're gonna be
consistent.
real.
Well, how many times have they missed that? How many times have they done that where this sort of thing has happened? The players get sin bin, and it's like
Well,
rinse and
here's the thing,
repeat.
right? People are going off about Nathan Cleary getting off 3 weeks, but
I,
then
honestly, you want my honest opinion on Nathan Cleary? Like, I don't even know why you would like. I don't understand why he would miss a week. I don't understand.
As I
I
said,
don't understand.
I thought a sin bin was fine,
Bro, I don't
because
care.
it was contact
Like-
to the head.
Like if you just remember Chad Townsend and when he pummeled Ponga.
Yeah.
Like that's a sin bin offense, cuz.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
you're like that's stupidity. Like that's a brain
full blown
snap.
off, like feet in the air.
Yeah,
hitting
sorry, Chad.
someone.
No hate, but you know what I mean. But like, I just say that as competition, bro. You're competing for the ball.
It's
Happy
a
days.
contact sport, bro.
Contact
This
sport.
is rugby league.
Move it on. People complain, oh, the game's gone soft. And then when someone does a nice hit, oh my God, they should have been
Like,
penalised.
I'm sorry.
Fuck
Can we
off.
all agree that Brainsburg was hard done by that shot on Ponga? He's gonna get two to 3 weeks for.
That's a great shot. It was a great shot, bro. It was such a great shot. I don't know why you're even penalising that shit.
Like, what did I say? As soon as it happened, game's gone soft.
As I said, like people complain about the rule book not being fair, and I just think, as I said, people got complaining about Nathan Cleary, even though I disagreed that it should have been taken to judiciary.
I think Simbin was the max.
Reece, yeah, Reece Walsh should have been sin binned, and I don't think he should have copped weeks. And I think Stephen Crichton should have been sin binned and not copped any weeks.
I don't know. I disagree with Simbins, bro. Like if you're whacking someone in the head in a stupid way, okay, but like you said, incidental should be sent. So anyway, boys, let's move on. We had a few other things in the game. It was a bit spicy. I really liked. I want to talk about the Dragons a bit. I really liked the Couchman brothers. I thought that was such a funny meme.
They were
bro.
fun. They were
They
fun.
were fun.
they were a
Honestly,
good duo.
honestly, I'm a bit jealous that the Dragons have them. Because honestly, the two Aussie guys, just Blondie's cuz. They're just having a good time. It was so funny when they thought that they caused an error.
And
something.
they started both cheering at the same time.
It was so
It
in
was
sync.
both the exact
It was
same.
in sync, and then the commentator's like, "Have a look at this shit," you know what I mean? And then they got the call went against them, and they're like, "It was so funny, bro." But honestly, Dragons, I have to give them their credit because they defended well. But did they attack well? Honestly, no. I didn't see anything great from them. Is it because we're good and the Bulldogs are a great defensive side?
We're a more defensive oriented team.
I'm gonna go. I think there's a lot of rust on both
Round
sides.
one too, man.
It's round one. Look,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. But like I said this on yesterday. I said the games. If I was to watch both games and then put them, reshuffle them, I would have put your game first and their game last.
Newcastle United's game was a better game.
because that was a better game. I just think. I think you guys. There was just a lot of errors between both teams, and defensively, on attack, you guys.
I don't
couldn't
think
get
we had.
anything
We
going.
didn't have a lot of errors.
Not really.
It was
Not a
literally
lot,
it was
but
very
you-
one-sided. It was one of those games
You
where
guys could get to the line, but you just couldn't get over. Like every time, like there was
I'll talk about that.
There was 3 plays in a row where they went to Stephen Crichton, and then you just took the tackle 5 minutes from the line. It's like, mate, do something.
last tackle, bro, and this is going to be a problem for us.
We actually, you got errors. We actually had 10 errors and they had 6. So
Yeah.
we actually had more errors than they did.
Like it was just a sloppy game of rugby league.
It was a very shit game.
And-
Like,
and-
don't get me wrong, everyone, nobody is saying the Bulldogs were were unbelievable because I don't think we were. But there were times where I looked at us in attack and I was like, oh, I like this, you know. Maybe I missed footy, maybe I missed my team, but Galvin, Preston, even Burton's runs, you know. I think Jerry being on that side is really ruining our attack because
it's both. You can't have both Montoya and Sherry on the right and then Carraz and Carraz. I get it. The whole point is that we tend to go left a lot, so I want to put our best attacking weapons on the same side. But that then also severely weakens the right. I don't think that works. I think the better solution is put them back on the original sides, but just go right more.
yeah, but who's got the ball more in his hand now? It's Galvin, right?
And Galvin's on the right.
And Galvin's on the right, and Crichton should play on the right with Kiraz. True, isn't that where?
That's how it should be.
And then I think Jerry should be on that side because we had so many times where kick out on the last couple minutes
He was
went over.
unbelievable.
If Bronson's next to him, it's game over, cuz. Like we score a try, no problem. Bronson's quick. We all know how fast he is. He can beat a man.
Apparently, he's the fastest player in our team, according to sprint trainer Roger Fabry, who's trained a few of our boys.
Yeah, maybe I believe it, but he knows. He's been with him for a long time. But look, man, the Dragons. Back to the Dragons. They defended well. Shane Flanagan. Everyone's parading it. I think it's crazy, bro. You defend like for half an hour and everyone calls you like the best team. You know, great stuff. Couchman brothers looked good. Great story as well from Setu too.
Setu, what an incredible story,
man.
To go through so much adversity
And then come out on top.
And then on top of that, to then score a try in Las Vegas on your debut. I think that's such a great. That was probably like a great little storyline completed in that moment.
And look, man, the Dragons can take a lot of positives from it. What they can take from that game is the unity that they had, because it's been a long time since I've seen the Dragons actually be in your face, be aggressive, be up for it. You know what I mean? Don't fold in too easily. But yeah, I think on a better day, Bulldogs attack wise, I think we put a lot more points on them, and the game goes into a completely different direction. But yeah, boys.
But there's still one more man we've got to talk about here.
Let's go. Well, we've got a lot to talk about.
Well, there's the big man.
The big man? You want to talk about Galvin? Should we talk about Galvin
We'll talk
first?
about Galvin first, then we'll get into the man.
I think Jacob Preston, my brother, listen, Jacob Preston, I miss you. I hope everything's great with you. This is going to be his biggest year, bro. Because that footwork, cuz, like, towards that try, I was like, okay. He went through it, I was like, fullback's there, you know.
Gutho, solid defender.
Solid defender, Mr. Reliable, never drops the ball. He's grown his hair as well. Preston steps him. I was like, oh, okay. Must have felt that down at DY Manly, cuz, you know what I mean? So, because they've both been there. But, man, Preston's looking sharp. Hopefully he stays fit. I think he deserves a crack at Origin this year.
He actually put on a bit of even more size in the offseason. He looks like a very strong, fit unit.
He's looking more confident as well.
I think you got to remember, this guy did spend 3 weeks with some of the game's best players in an Australian camp over in the UK.
And they loved him, bro. They were having a good time with him as well.
He's got tons of experience. He would have taken so many. He got to hang out, got to learn off Angus Crichton.
Yeah, but they were hanging out with him too, don't forget.
Of course. Yeah. But the big thing is he took notes off them.
That's my boy, bro. I love that, bro. He drove to my house, bro. I love him.
He's one of my favorites. And him scoring that try was incredible. Like, it was in terms of the footwork and the full speed he went. honestly, if that combo clicks consistently, he's honestly good. There'll be more talks about him going to Origin. It's
Yeah,
gonna be hard right now.
I think him and Galvin, they need to. I think Galvin needs to. He overdid the short ball yesterday. I think
Yeah,
he done
oh
it a
my
bit
God.
too
It
many
was
times.
so saturated.
Yeah,
Like, he
but
did it-
I think
It
like
worked once, and he just trying to spam it again.
yeah, and if it works, you try it, and if it doesn't work, you got to change it up. But I think I'd love to see. I don't know how we're gonna do this, man. But Sean O'Sullivan, bro, he's someone I've been yelling about for before when he was there because he went from Penrith to Dolphins, right? When Penrith were letting him go, I was like, if we're gonna grab someone from Penrith, it's got to be this guy. He's a halfback. He's a natural halfback. Like he's one of the what do you call them? Traditional classic
Yeah.
halfbacks. And he's a smart player, bro.
Very
and
smart.
you seen it again. You know, I know it was a trial, but because he came on in that game and he just turned things around, bro. And I think the Bulldogs need a bit more direction in attack. They need someone that's gonna settle the play, game management. Yesterday, like I love Burton, I love Haywood, love Galvin, and even I love Crichton, but there was no game plan, bro. It was as if we were the best, as if we were prime Barcelona 2011, and it doesn't matter. We're gonna win the game. That's what was in their head.
I think I gotta disagree with you. I think there was a plan, but the thing was they didn't know how to change up the plan. They weren't playing what was in front of them. They were playing what they were told
Because
to play.
it's so simple. If
Bro,
my little brother can tell you what the plan is, go get close, shoot the fucking field goal. You got Matt Burton, you got Stephen
okay,
Crichton.
that play was.
You even got halves. You got players in the team that can kick a field goal, bro. Kick the field goal. What are you waiting for?
Okay, that-
We kept trying to score.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think a big moment was when it was towards the end of the game. Connor Tracy is running a line, and in his head he's thinking, all right, I've got to throw out the pass to Montoya because he's trying to do that. But he's not seeing in front of him the two players already near Montoya expecting
Boom.
the pass.
I seen it,
so what
yeah.
happened? Montoya catches the ball and gets whacked over the sideline, and then he starts emoting again.
Yeah, I think he celebrated too hard. He's always celebrating the losses anyway.
He's got a new one now.
I love him anyway. I got no hatred to him, bro. He's a sick cunt.
He's a character.
He's a sick cunt. That's why I like characters. No, but even like. Yeah, I just think no game management, cuz you got to take that field goal early, bro. If that's Penrith, bro, they're taking it.
Oh, absolutely.
Then
The
Penrith are the
87
greatest.
minute-
Even
and
then-
Penrith are the greatest team, cuz of our century, of our decade.
Most
whatever.
teams would have done that. I was
Century,
would have
millennium.
done what?
on,
Yeah,
on
whatever.
last tackle, 87th minute. Why are you running the ball? Give it to one of our players. Kick it.
Because we
I
can,
don't even think it's that. It's the fact that you guys you could the whole game. You'd get to the 10-meter line every time. You'd get every time you
Dragons
got close.
defended. They did defend.
It wasn't even defending well. You guys were just playing the same play.
Our
and that
last
was-
tackle options were horrendous.
Oh, the amount of time you ran it on
So
last and just
bad.
got tackled.
Yeah. Running it
Halfback.
on last, you
Get
went-
a Sean O'Sullivan.
a
SOS.
kick up, put
Save
it-
our souls. Save everyone. Right?
Get
Kick
10
the ball.
meters out, put a kick up. Try attack for it. Get it something going. You'd give it to Crichton and you'd play the same play and you'd be tackled.
You know what I
5
felt
meters
like?
out.
You know what I felt like? I felt like they didn't know it was last. That's what it looked like. When I'm watching them, I was like, it's last, cuz. What are you doing? And like, oh, it looks like they're like, oh shit, I didn't know it was last. Play the ball.
Like I was a bit disappointed because Burton didn't hit the top of the roof. But like his kicks were.
I think he was injured, man. I don't think he's 100%, bro. Wallah.
Hammy.
Like even the field goal, he's taking that field goal.
Well, no,
Creighton-
I think they did that intentionally because they knew the Dragons. Because he had a shot the first time, and Dragons read it very well and they charged it down. So what they thought was, let's give it to our other field goal kicker who's done it on the international level for Samoa. See what happens. And come at the hour, come at the moment. come at
Honestly,
the man.
Critter he's unbelievable,
Oh.
man. Like he's
But
so
I think-
good.
I think
bro.
all
Like
banks
you know,
are hurt, mate, bro.
honestly, like I've had good players play for my team, but it's like so safe. When I look at him, I feel reliable. Like if he's, but he wasn't in that the finals against. Was it usually?
Penrith, yeah, we got blown
I'm
out
not
of the
saying
water.
we would have not got blown out of the water. We went great anyway, but even the game against Melbourne, he didn't play right. Or
He played the first 20 minutes and did his cinder
But if we had him in that game, he's a big game player, bro. He won use the intercept against Cody Walker and to get your first premiership.
and
Was
scored,
it?
and scored
Was that the
every,
first one?
Yeah, the first of the
intercept,
four.
yeah.
And then he scored in everything,
He
every
scored
big
in
game.
every grand final he played in.
And every origin, he's fucking scored. He's a try scoring machine. Like, and he's someone I look at and I'm just very, very happy and I feel very safe. Cause before we signed him, I was like, I don't want him. I was like,
I just don't actually think you guys utilize him as well as
We
you
don't.
I think
We don't.
We need to give him more ball.
You guys sign great players and don't know how to use them.
okay, give me an example.
Critter.
Besides
That's
Critter.
it. Besides Critter, we literally spammed him by the way on last
Yeah,
tackle.
exactly. But you spam him on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Sure, put him
No,
on the
no,
right.
that's a discussion for Zero because I just said it. Why is Bronson there?
Too much experimenting, man.
Yeah, no, but I think it was we got some words from reliable sources. I think because Burton wasn't 100%, so he wanted to Crichton defending his inside with him. So I don't know, man. It's different.
Well,
or
let's
whatever.
go back to the man of the hour.
Yeah, let's speak about him, bro.
Like,
Since I'm gonna wrap up, I'm starting to get dry mouth, lads.
Well-
Let me be real.
I'll keep it brief and
Keep
quick.
it brief.
All our Bankstown probably heard me when crying to hit the field goal. I just thought,
My shirt came off. To be
like,
honest.
who else?
And it's not a great side right now, but I'm getting that.
Married life doesn't do
But Stephen Crichton, he was like that moment. Besides Burton, there's no one else I would feel safer taking that field goal in the final seconds of the game. And he just slotted it perfectly. It was such a smart play to make them think they were going to give it to Burton, but instead give it to our captain who stood up, kicked the game winner. I think it's
Got
just
it over the line, man.
exactly. He got the team over the line.
First time in Vegas too. First golden point
First
in
ever
Vegas.
golden point. And then, of course, it's the captain, the man of the hour, gets the field goal to win
Had to
it.
be the Dogs as well, eh?
Right.
Like we had to do dumb shit
And
to
then
make it happen. Like,
even before the field goal.
Should have won it way before
Right.
then, but
But
I
then
know,
you
man.
look at
Montoya drops the ball.
Yeah,
Like,
but the try he set up that got us in the lead for before the Dragons scored again. Off the scrum, drags in both defenders, a beautiful flick pass, silky to Carraz. It was so well played out.
It was Robin. You know Robin from Bayern Munich?
Yeah.
He's cutting in. You know what he's going to do, but you just can't stop it. And they did it, bro. They did it, and then they got penalised for
Offside.
it. So we did the scrum, and he scored again off it. So, yeah, I think Crichton he's unbelievable. If anyone was going to win the game, it had to be him.
It had
bro.
to be him.
But we need to use him better this year, bro. I want to see him more with early ball. I want to see him more involved in. I want like a nice kick the ball up for him, bro. He's a freak of nature because he's an athlete. Look at his body. He's
And then
not
right next to
normal.
him is Carraz, who's so good in the air.
Yeah, if you're gonna put him on the same side, let's spam that side in the
Kick
air.
to him more.
So I just think that Sarah's got a lot of work to do, bro. Wallah.
We've got 2.5 weeks to our next game.
I was going to say, do you think that's going to be a detriment to yours? You got Canberra in Canberra. You got, obviously...
Who's next? Not Canberra.
Yeah, Canberra.
Yeah, you got Canberra and Canberra because you have the bye for round 2.
So we have like 2.5
So you have
weeks
2.5 weeks off because obviously you played Vegas. You're flying back, so you're not going to have the jet lag too much. Do you think that's going to be... I would honestly go with the Raiders for that one, but do you think it's going to be a detriment to you guys?
Look, I just think if we play
Probably,
like
yeah.
that...
If we're complacent, yeah.
No, if we play like we did on the weekend against Canberra, we'll lose.
Yeah, but I think even the boys knew that is not a performance that they want to put
Look,
in.
I wouldn't say it's a performance to be proud of.
No, they weren't.
No one was
Not a
saying
performance
that
to be
to be proud of. We're happy we just got the win. It's a 4-point game because we got the 2 points from the bye as well.
Yeah, but you have to win, bro. You're in Vegas.
That's the thing.
You have to win.
And I think you versus any other team in the top 8, you lose that game.
100%, I agree. I really, honestly agree. And that's why I don't want to praise the Dragons. Because it's like me saying, oh, look at that relegation team. They almost beat us. It's how good are you? It's like, no, bro, it was that shit that we even gave us half a chance. You know what I mean? And look, it's no disrespect to them, bro. They're building something. They're doing the right thing. Good on them.
Again, they got one of the best young forward packs. And with Keon coming in next year, who's going to lead those boys around
Keon,
the park.
the Keon's the greatest forward of all ever. You know what I mean? He's coming in. He's coming in.
Hakeem
Nah, not
pass.
Hakeem.
Hakeem, sorry.
No, not Hakeem. Not Payne. No, it's Keon. Come on, bro. You think I forgot, boys? Come on.
Oh.
But no one would give me the top 5. Everyone's like, I'm like, he's not better than him.
Habib, I gave you
He's
top
not better
five.
than him.
I
Yeah,
did-
but he's not better than.
I
He's
don't know,
not
who's got more Dally M's?
I don't know who's got more. I don't know. I don't look at that. I don't look at that stuff. Allah told me. Who? Hakeem? No. No one's saying he's better than Hakeem, right? And no one, but he's not better than Fanor Blake, right? He's not better than Fanor Blake. He's not better.
I
than,
think Fanil Blake takes his spot.
he's not better than Tarpany,
No.
right?
No.
Right? Is he better than Fisher Harris?
Fisher Harris is better.
Okay. Is he better than Leota?
Well,
His versatility makes him better than
Yeah,
Leota.
I was going to say his
versatility.
versatility.
But as a 8-10, is he fucking better?
You heard me here because it's my bias. You're trying to play on my
No,
bias.
because Fisher now is older.
Yeah.
He's not at the level he was. Leota the same, but in the last 5 years,
Bash Bros, bro. They were a
Bash
different
Bros,
beast.
come on, cuz.
No one's better than
And
him
I love
playing
Keon,
any
and I
of
think Keon is a gun second rower, and a lock. He's a gun versatility. It's a great signing for the Dragons. But when people, this is what I hate, cuz, is when I get excited about signing, everyone tells me I'm being dramatic. You get me? When we signed Connor Tracy, and I was excited about it because you know why? Cuz I wasn't excited that it was X factor. I was excited that it's stability. It's actually a fullback that catches the ball and runs some meters. Wallah, that's all. You know what I mean? You know when someone's
Well,
homeless,
Hayes-
you know when someone's
Hayes
homeless and they finally get a roof, they're very grateful for it, cuz. Same thing.
Hey, you go from Hayes Perham to Conor Tracy, you feel blessed.
It's a big blessing, cuz. You know what I mean? You wake up, the account looks different that day.
Yeah.
You go from a Yaris to a Camry.
Don't block me, Gus Gould. Sorry. I know you're like...
He just unblocked Winston.
But that was so funny. You know, I thought it was AI. Gus looked so
Dude,
AI.
I was like,
Gus looked so
like,
AI
is this
until he
one
started talking. I was like, I don't know.
I was like, oh, mate,
It's like one of those
Shout out.
wax statues they have in
But
America.
anyway, boys, Dragons got a good pack. Shane Flanagan is so excited. You know, he's not winning the premiership this year. He reckons.
I'm sorry. You, as a coach, I don't care if you're
I like
predicted
it.
with the split.
No, I like it.
No,
No,
disagree.
bro.
Nah, I
You
like it,
don't
bro.
say that.
I mean, he follows me on Instagram, so I agree with everything he says. But
Yeah, watch out. He'll sue you.
yeah, no. So, but in terms of like I think the mentality he should have just said we're here to win games.
Yeah,
that
I
should
get
be
it.
the mentality.
I
It
get
shouldn't be we're not thinking we're going to go here. We're here to win games.
But maybe he's trying to build a foundation for these blokes to understand.
And that's
that
fine.
It doesn't
I think-
matter if you're in the top
Okay,
four.
The media's always going to twist the words, though, and I
maybe
think the way he said
okay,
it to the
if
media
you're going
is
to say
just
to them
right.
in the sheds, that's cool. I don't care if like no one else hears it, but you just say it to them.
Yeah.
But you don't say it to the media, who can then plaster it everywhere.
100%.
So then, what does it tell you, the boys? Oh, we're not going to win the comp. Don't try.
Don't think we're
I
going to win
think
the comp.
I
but
just
we're
like
here to
the
win games.
realist-
Just say we're here to win games.
That's
I
all
like
you
the
can say.
realistic part of it. That's all I like.
Okay. But that's the thing. That's the thing you
But that's
keep
what-
behind closed doors.
That's exactly. That's what we, as like the fans and the players, we can say that. But the coach and the players should be
It's
saying
different,
that.
yeah, it's different.
I'm
Either
sorry,
way.
if
I agree with everything you say, Shane Flanagan.
Yeah.
So.
Shano, good on you, Shano.
Don't just Shane. Don't
Shano. Anyway,
don't block me.
anything to say, boys?
Ugly win, but a win. That's my big
Last
takeaway.
thing, it was stripped. Move on.
Enjoy the top two while you have it. It's probably the last time you'll see it this season.
Yeah, don't listen. Don't be cocky. All right, don't be cocky. I like your team and I stand for you with your team. All right, but just don't be cocky. All right, and Mitch, you too as well. Don't be cocky.
We have the right.
No, but just don't. No, I agree, but don't be cocky to me. You know what I mean, I understand.
Hey, you said you're not going to be humble to the fans this year. I'm just doing the same thing.
No, but you're different. I'm humble to you. But you know, people that act, honestly, I'm being real with you. You know, people that have low IQ in rugby league, I can't deal with them anymore.
Yeah.
This year, I'm going to be the worst. I'm going to say Jacob Kyrgios is the greatest winger to ever play rugby league. And I'm going to tell everyone Max King should be playing in Origin.
Connor Tracy's going to win
Max King should
Dally
be
end
the
of year.
captain of the Origin, brother. And Matt Burton, he should be. Matt Burton's the best fullback. He doesn't play fullback, guys, but he's the best fullback. I want to be a piece of shit. That's it. It's gonna top with me. Khalas.
Fair enough.
Well,
Boys,
next week.
Yeah, let's talk about next week. Who's playing next week? Flaxy, can you bring that up
Panthers,
for me?
Broncos.
You missed 2 games.
Well,
before
yeah,
that.
but there's no other good game.
All right, boys.
I got the whole draw already here.
Let's do it, Joe.
So first up, Melbourne Parramatta in Melbourne on a Thursday night,
Pezza is gonna play against Melbourne again.
and a whole Lomax saga.
Lomax saga.
Give me Storm.
Yeah.
Storm won as well.
Honestly,
Storm beat them every. You know what? I don't know. They versus. I think it's like three
Three out of the last 4 years.
3 of the last 4
Moses
years.
injured?
No.
Okay.
3 of the last 4 years, they're probably going to verse them again next year in Vegas. Because I think my next year Vegas are going to be Tigers, Dolphins, Para, and Storm.
Melbourne haven't been yet, eh?
Nope. The
It's
last
going to be
big
exciting
dog.
year. Anyway, I think Storm are going to win. I think they're going to. You know, it's the battle for Lomax.
And look-
That's what this game is,
Hey, look,
and
you-
that's what makes this game
you can't
exciting.
deny-
Who twerks the best?
Yeah.
For Lomax. That's literally that's what it is.
You remember Melbourne
It's the
got-
I
custody of
can't
the
believe.
Lomax battle.
I can't believe how crazy Melbourne are going through. Like I understand.
Well, okay,
See-
to be fair, when you hear Xavier Coates is out for 3 months with an his Achilles injury.
Yeah, but come on, cuz the guy's tampering evidence. Like he's chucking
Can-
an Epstein
can-
file shit. You get me? Like the lawyer or whatever.
Files, bro.
No, but what's his name? Not Abdo. Forget Abdo. The
Ladies.
Melbourne Storm's CEO or owner.
Applied the blowtorch.
He's like
Bruh.
messaging the judge like, "Hey, sort that out, yeah. I won't expose you in the files." You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's fucking Zach Lomax, not Andrew Johns, cuz.
and here's my interesting.
And
take.
and guess what? Lomax is just gonna leave after 2 years after
Well,
after
this
his
is
60
my
open.
thing, right? So, Parramatta have this airtight contract that makes him like, you can go to other codes, but you can't go to other clubs.
It's fair.
It's a very fair contract. What happens when he does this to Storm? What is Storm going to do? Because Paris is going to be like, you can't,
I like that. Zach shit.
you thought you could get out of it? No.
You can't trust the guy that you can't trust, bro.
Look, I don't,
He's starting to stink about every club he's been to. Dragons, Parramatta. He's starting to stink
I
about
think
it
you know what
now.
happened with him. I think even with Pappenhausen,
I think
all
it's
of them,
just got-
R360 didn't work right now. They just want to play footy. They want to make some money. I understand,
Well,
bro. And I'll do the
I
I
same.
think he's just got some bad people in
But
here.
he should have just went back to Para, bro.
I don't
But
think
the
it's
thing
him.
is, Parramatta spent the money that they freed up already. So now they can't.
Yeah, but is
I
he-
want to come back. Oh, we can't offer you.
Yeah,
the
but
same
it's
money
his
that-
decision, cuz.
Yeah.
So at least you're playing footy, brother, and you're earning something.
Yeah.
You get me? It's your decision. You wanted to take the big bucks somewhere else. You wanted to risk something that's not even it doesn't exist properly yet.
Like TK said it best last week. You don't leave a job unless you have another
job, yeah.
locked down.
Locked down, not locked down. Like unless
contract.
you don't
signed
leave
on
a job.
paper.
You don't leave a job unless your desk at the other job is ready.
Hey, look, Keon Kuala Matangi's. He's ready for next
Yeah,
year.
David
He's
got the jet.
He can go.
Yeah, bro.
He can go. He can relax.
The best thing of the world. You know what I mean? honestly, wallah,
That's why I said he's.
I love him. Honestly, I rate him. Wallah. I think he's so great, but I'm just gonna always be a piece of shit this year. Right?
But yeah, Melbourne. I think
I'm gonna go Melbourne 13 plus.
Anyway,
I
boys,
won't
let's
say
go
13
quick.
plus, but
Melbourne.
They got their injuries. But I think still 13 plus probably.
Who's that? Is their fullback playing?
Saw? Yeah, he's gonna be good. This
1 to 12, Melbourne. Move on.
All right. Next one. This is over in New Zealand. Warriors Roosters.
Give me Roosters.
Chooks 1 to 12.
Roosters 13
I'm going.
plus.
Well, I'm going. Chooks 13 plus. Daly Cherry Evans to have a.
There's gonna be a mad year. I mean, they did. Yeah,
I don't know. It might be overhyped, bro.
Look,
I think it's
people
gonna-
saying it's overhyped, but they just
They just look better and better.
have too good of a team to lose. Like it.
Yeah, but they always have a good team.
Yeah, but this is
Last year they
different.
didn't. Honestly,
This is different. They have like I'm saying that.
I think the
Daly Cher-
Roosters are better when they're underdogs.
I think Daly Cherry. Well, they beat us when their odds
Yeah,
were $11.
that was crazy.
I won't go back to that.
Anyway,
but
yeah.
Yeah, I think Daly Cherry Evans will take a sort of Cooper Cronk leadership.
Cooper Gronk.
Cooper Cronk
Sorry,
leadership.
Coops.
Yeah, I think he will take a leadership role like he did in 2018, 2019. I think that's.
Let the young boys run the plays,
I
and
think
he
so.
he'll coach
Well,
them on the
and
field.
who knows?
If
Maybe
anything-
he'll do his arm and he'll
Maybe.
be on the wing.
But the one thing from trials, I know everyone still doesn't take trials too seriously, but you can tell DCE was taking a step back and letting Sam Walker's kind of run the show.
And I think that's
And
the
Sam
best
Walker
way.
learning off him.
Bro, listen.
Yeah.
One of the best teachers.
One
to
of
learn
that
from.
Roosters team, their pack is looking good because their younger blokes just got a year older.
If I
Yeah.
knew why-
Spencer's gonna have more responsibility this year, and then you got like Tedesco, who's in his final years, but it's like fine wine, Teddy. That's how I look at Tedesco, bro.
Wow,
Fine
that was
wine,
good
Teddy.
from you, Stewie. Fine wine, Teddy.
Yeah, what? Yes, yeah, what? I'm
Fine wine, Teddy. That's it. That's gonna
But
be.
I've been on this
that's gonna be
podcast
on
shit. I've been on this podcast shit for 3 years, G. You know what I mean? I'm alright.
That's gonna be on the thumbnail right there. Fine wine, Teddy.
It's like for Allah, no wine, brother. So hold on. No, but like I think they have a good mixture of youth and maturity, and if anyone's gonna go for the comp, it's them. But this is me, cuz I look at things like that and I just think fucking overhyped.
Yeah.
Like
Too good to be true.
yeah, like if Bulldogs signed Cleary, Reece Walsh tomorrow, I think we will get the wooden spin. That's how I think, brother.
Yeah, but you're a Bulldogs fan that has like
No.
years of like pain and trauma and suffering and
No. But look, if the Roosters do it, I'm not surprised. But I don't think I'm gonna be surprised if they not. I think they'll make the 8, but don't think I'll be
Top 4,
surprised
bro.
if they're not gonna be machines in the top 4.
Yeah.
Right. But who? So I think they'll be 13 plus at the
13
Warriors.
plus.
I got
Next,
1 to 12. I
yalla
think
boys, I
one-
gotta eat. Come on.
Brisbane
Alright.
Panthers.
Game of the round. Take it away.
I'm just gonna say, look,
Penrith,
the
man.
last time I watched the game of rugby league, that was the Penrith Panthers live. It was at this stadium. It was against this team, and it was to make the grand final. I have PTSD from that
I'll
day. I'm
never-
gonna
I
have
love that
PTSD
day.
from that stadium.
I love that day, man.
But I'm telling you this, I've got some actual mail that Liam Martin isn't out.
He's not. He's
not
playing.
He is not playing.
Okay.
But I do think Panthers win, and I think Panthers win comfortably. Yeah, Panthers won the 12 here.
I'm gonna go Penrith 1 to 12. Very tight game, but I
We-
reckon
we-
Nathan
we-
Cleary and Reece Walsh are gonna go blow
We
for blow,
very-
and we're gonna
very-
get game of the Flaxy. We're gonna get game of the round in round 1.
Yeah, and I tell you this, Panthers never usually lose as an underdog, and they're underdogs today.
Right, move on.
Well, call me crazy, but I got Bronx 1 to 12.
You're not crazy.
here.
It could be possible.
I just think
grand final winners.
No.
back at Suncorp, first time.
Oh.
Right, and also they just come off a bad loss to Hull KR. I just think there's going to be a bit of Suncorp magic here, but it's going to be close. I don't want to say they're going to just roll over Penrith, but I think Bronx are going to pull
gonna be
something.
So
Yeah,
13, was it 1 to 12?
1 to 12.
All right, move on. Let's go.
It's going to be a great game. Sharks,
Well,
Titans at
Ocean Protect
Where the
Stadium.
fuck is
They've
that?
got it's same place. I was actually just there today. Mate,
Corporate Joe.
Media Joe now.
Media Joe.
And all right, it's Sharks 13 plus. Sorry, I just think as much as I think Titans look a lot better defensively in the trials, I just think Sharks too good around the park.
I'm gonna go Sharks 13 plus. Flaxy.
I'm going to go Sharks on the 12. I'm very interested to see if Titans can sort of recreate what they did in the trials.
Shout out BKR Sportsman. Hopefully it's a better year for you, brother.
Absolutely.
He's just traveling all his different life, isn't he? But
Yeah,
he's still a Titan.
he's living his life better outside of the watching the Titans. But
Next game,
Yeah.
boys.
Manly Raiders in Manly. I got Raiders.
they changed it from Shark Park. I hate that.
Yeah, they changed
I hate
it
it.
like
I'm
3
sorry.
times
I
now.
know we don't have a rush, but Ocean Protect Stadium. What do you
Just some people buying more rights.
Sharks protect the stadium.
I don't know. But Manly and Raiders in Manly, I got Raiders here. I can't believe the odds are.
I got Raiders 1 to 12.
They're
Bro.
$1.92 each. I think Raiders should be a little more favourites here.
Raiders 1 to 12. Who do you got?
I got Raiders 1 to
I
12.
got Raiders
here.
1 to 12.
I think, or this is actually interesting because Fogarty has gone to Manly.
Manly.
Right.
I still think Raiders are
Hey,
class.
if you got a forward pack before
Better
attack,
forward pack.
Is Tommy playing?
Well, yeah, he's
yeah,
healthy.
it's full strength Manly. If it's full strength Canberra, pretty much. No one's injured.
I think it's going to be, I'm going to go 1 to 6 Raiders. I think this is going to be decided by a try, but look,
There's a
they
lot
have
of
a better,
Raiders
they have a
well
better
now.
forward pack, and I think that's what we're going to
I'm gonna go Raiders. Yellow next, boys.
All right, last game. Dolphins Souths at Suncorp.
That's a good game. That's a fun game to watch, bro.
Very
Bro,
fun.
I'm liking. I hate Souths, but I'm liking how they're looking, bro. If Latrell, if that passion and hunger is on with all of them, dangerous, bro.
And for Florida.
Are they playing in Dolphins area?
Yeah,
Suncorp.
Suncorp. So not like their spiritual
They're
home
home
ground, but it's their home ground.
They're home ground.
Right, they'll have the trumpet.
Rabbitohs
card
1 to
and
12. I love you, boys.
I'm going to go Dolphins 1 to 12 here.
everything. All right,
Boys, sorry.
that's all
There
right.
we go.
Yalla,
Some
you-
water.
We'll just call that.
Like, comment, subscribe. Get the views up. We're doing good numbers. We're pushing hard. And I'm fasting, so the energy is very low. But I'm going to let the boys continue with the Supercoach stuff. Joe, this is your time to shine, my brother. Don't let the people down. My brother-in-law started Supercoach. He's watching.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I'll do the best I can.
And send me
on
the
this.
good trades. Yeah.
Yeah, watch this little segment here then.
bro, I'm good.
All right. Well, as we hinted, this is a bit of little Supercoach talk here. So, well, over the weekend we had all the Vegas games. It's kind of surprised by Newcastle getting the win here, but decent Supercoach scores. KP went absolute ape shit here and scored 116 points. You had Trey Mooney with a good 94. Don Young also hit 94. Those are really the big scorers for Knights. For Cowboys, Hillam Lukey was a late addition to my squad. Chucked out a good 95. Very happy with that. I think he's going to be in for a big year. Murray Taulagi got an 88, which is impressive. The first cheapie for me, Tom Chester scored a 62. Very happy with that. You look at Dogs and Dragons, this one was very different. The top scorer was actually Damien Cook with 105, which was very impressive. He did get a lot of work done, got a good try assist. Other than that, not really anything big. The Couchman brothers actually both scored in the 70s. So Ryan Couchman, who's priced at $235K, a cheapie to watch. If he keeps putting up scores like that, could be a good little trade down if some of the other cheapies don't hit. And Setu too, as I said earlier, was one of the great stories of this year. Chucked out a good 62 points with a try. Over to my doggies. Bailey Hayward was my little was at first a hooker pod, but now it became a bit more of a viable option when Brandon Smith went down. He scored a good 50. Honestly, pretty solid considering he didn't set the world alight. For our top scorers, we had 3 players that were on the verge of hitting 100. You had Preston with a 97, majority of that coming from base and then the try. You had Kicker, who scored majority of his points toward the back end of the game when he had all those line breaks. And then the big dog himself, my boy, Lebanese International, Jacob Carraz. At first had 101, but then I think points adjustment, they knocked it down to a 99. So overall, with the 3 doggies boys that I had in my squad, they all scored pretty well. Bailey Hayward with a 50, Preston with a 97, Carraz with a 99. Obviously, with the bye for the Dogs next week, a lot of those players aren't going to be playing. But for players who don't own them, come round 3 and 4, maybe in 5, a lot of those players would be good to get into your squad. Looking forward to this week. Some of the key matchups. Payne Haas up against the Panthers. Sorry. I've actually got him as my captain for this week. I just think it's going to be a very tight, close game. And I think Payne Haas is going to get a lot of work done. And I think he'll score very well. I've got a little sneaky pod. Stefano Utikamanu for Melbourne. I just think as the new, not new, but as the leader of a forward pack that people are underestimating, I just think he's going to step up big this year. I think last year everyone's written him off because what Melbourne do is they'll break down a player and they rebuild him, and they broke Stefano down to his core and they rebuilt him. And I think now this year he's going to improve heaps. Jesse Calhoun, I've got him as one of my reserve players. I think he's going to get decent minutes against the Titans. I think he'll score well. Won't set the world up, but will be scoring well. David Fafita, he's going to probably score well. He's projected to score 52. I think he'll get in the 70s, if not the 80s, if he scores some tries. Out of my back rowers on the bench, I've got Patson, Cooper Bai, and Lasardi. I wanted to get Joe Chan, but just to fit some money in the salary cap, I had to bring in Lasardi, who I think will still score well with Sean Bloor and Elekatoa both out. Elekatoa obviously out for the season, but Sean Bloor is going to be out for, I think, like 2 to 3 weeks. Lasardi is a good cheapy option. The Titans players, I think you can kind of see how they go score-wise. You can either drop them or reserve them to play them. Halfback, big dog Nathan Cleary. At first, I didn't have him in my squad. I actually went with 2 like cheapy halfbacks, but I realized you can't not have one of the game's best players in your squad. And I just think Cleary, he loves the big games, and I just think he'll do well. I've got Munster as my VC. I think he'll score well against Parramatta. In a position that's very like bare bone, dry, there's not really any other like pod 5'8s. Munster is like the guy to go. Pezza, I'm not playing him, but I've got him in my squad. For my CT dubs, I'll go with my cheapies first. Obviously, Makasini with the bye. Setu, obviously, he played over the weekend. I've actually got the Titans winger, Siale Faimani. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. I think he will get a lot of base work done. People are calling him like a Brian Toa clone, which I think is a bit of a disrespect to Brian Toa, who's the game's best winger. I think he'll still score well. A lot of his points will come through base, but he'll still score well. And then I've got my two gun centers, Herbie Farmouth and Latroy Mitchell, actually going head-to-head this weekend. I think they'll both score well. They're both on their predominant attacking sides. That's going to be actually probably one of the best matchups of the weekend. And my fullbacks, Reece Walsh, Kona Kinney, Suafa'alonga in my flex position. They're all going to score well. 2 of them are like cheapy-esque, more mid-range fullbacks who I think have a lot of price projections going to go up, a lot of green arrows. And then Reece Walsh, even if he does even half of what he did last year, he'll score good scores consistently. I think he'll be a big one to watch this week. Obviously, there's still unlimited trades. People can still tinker around with their teams, excluding anyone who played in Vegas. So if you still don't really have a squad yet put together, or you're still undecided about certain positions, I'd wait till tomorrow until 4 p.m. when Teamless Tuesday comes out. You kind of see who's in, who's out, who's getting benched, and kind of put a team together around that. So there's not really like any big trades because you can bring in anyone you want that fits in the salary cap. This is the first time doing this sort of like Supercoach talk to a camera. I'm getting the rust out of the system. I forgot to mention my other hooker. It was Ryan Smith, but with the injury concerns, I've actually brought in Benaya Ielu. I hope I pronounced that right. Probably butchered it. A good little cheapy hooker who will actually probably get some decent minutes and a good score until Reece Robson comes back from that I think thumb or hand injury. Who's out, I think he'll miss the first like 4 to 5 weeks. So he might get like a decent price. You wouldn't be playing him, but you'll like have him in your squad. I'll have to play him in round 2 when Bailey Hay was on the bye. So that was actually the big reason why I brought him into the team, because I just need a hooker to cover Bailey. Also got Taniela Paseka as my other like mid-range cheapy front rower. Again, I wanted to get Flegler, but I just think Paseka is guaranteed to get better minutes. Coming off an Achilles injury, I think he'll have a lot of room to grow. That's really it for my Supercoach squad. Crazy that KP, vintage KP performance with 116. Corral's getting a 99. Would have loved for him to get a ton there, but hey, it's still pretty good. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Supercoach talk, where I can improve upon. And that'll actually be it for today's episode. Thank you all for listening. And honestly, loving all support coming into this year. Bigger and better things coming for the boys. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you back next week when corporate Hollywood Hectic Fred is back on the panel. Thank you.